Hello, and welcome to this IoT 83 demonstration of how to build a powerful IoT application using our Flex83's no-code workflows, all in 10 easy steps. If you already know anything about us, you know that our focus is to dramatically reduce the cost, risk, and time to market to build powerful IoT applications. To do this, everything we build runs on our highly elastic and portable IoT core, and we provide both no-code and low-code, full-code workflows. Our application creation enablement platform provides a continuum of alternatives to our customers. But today, it's 10 easy steps to build a professional IoT application. So let's get started. So we're going to build a click to configure or no-code IoT application using Flex83. To start, go over to Device Setup and Define, and then click Add New to create a new device type. This takes you to the device type creation page. The first thing you do here is to name the device, set up its reporting frequency, describe the device, and drop in an image of your end device. I do encourage you to add this image of your device because this will be used in the dashboard creation and makes your application look great down the road. Then click Update. Next, scroll down a bit and enter the number of devices that you want to create and click Generate Device IDs. Once you've done this, the system will create the devices that you requested. And after that has been done, you can actually click Send MQTT credentials, and that will forward your creds for your device types to the email that you have registered with the system. You can see here that there are quite a number of MQTT pub sub topics that have been created for you. In this application, we're going to mainly be focused on the reports topic and the controls topic. The reports will be used to send data up from your device. Control will be used to send remote procedure calls back to your device. But let's finish this step. Scrolling down, you'll see a section where you can create device controls. When you configure that, you can add an image for the device controls, again, a good idea, and you can configure multiple commands in JSON format. You can always come back to this, but these will be remote procedure calls that can be sent to your device in the event of some sort of abnormal event or configuration requirement. Scrolling further down, you can configure a network view of how your device is connected to the cloud. This lets your users see how the devices are connected across the solution and can be very helpful. Once you're done with these steps, just click Save on the lower right. Next, click Manage, and then go to the device that you want to configure and click this Edit icon to configure the device. Once you've then done that, a pop-up will appear where you can set the name of the device, a friendly name of the device, set the location of the device, or you can zoom in and out of the map to place the device exactly where you want to. You can also place the device by longitude or latitude. Then click Save. What you'd likely do is go through and configure all of the devices that you created of this device type at this time. Next, click Groups. Here, you can put your devices into different groups. Groups have a lot of uses. They can be used to build segmented applications or organize your devices by use case, or for other application and use case management. To add groups, just click the plus up on the top right. Here, you select the device type you're creating for the new group, and then you name the group, and then you simply drag the devices that you want to add to the group from the right until you're finished. Once you've completed this, click Save. This next step is optional but pretty cool. We have built a device simulator into the Flex83 product, which is great for building prototypes of your application. It's also very valuable for showcasing your application to customers and stakeholders. You can quickly build a simulation of an application that looks like what you think you or they will ultimately want and show them something impressive very quickly without actually having physical devices connected. So to create a new simulation, just click on the plus in the top right corner. Building the simulation is pretty intuitive. First, again, select the device type that you want to target the simulation to, and then select the device group that the simulation should be targeted to. Then you can add the JSON structure that you want to use in your device type. If you're not sure about how to do this initially, you can also click on the sample JSON and drop in some pre-configured JSON examples into the simulator. Then click Configure Attributes. So scrolling down to configure the attributes, you have some nice tools to configure the simulation. And there's quite a few options for configuring how you want the simulation to run. This is all intuitive as well, and you can feel free to play around with this to make the simulation run how you want. Once you have this the way you want, click Update to continue. Now that the simulation is created, simply click the Start button to begin the simulation. Now, I said that the simulation is optional. Before we set up the simulation, your application was actually ready to start receiving data from your IoT devices. And it is worth understanding how this no-code system works is that when the system receives the first streams of either your device type data coming from the field or from the simulation, the system ETL will automatically create your device type schema. So you can either do this with a physical device or the simulator. I almost always start with the simulator to get everything set up and then add my devices using the exact same JSON that I used in the simulator. This is a very streamlined path and easy to debug if you make a mistake somewhere. Okay, so now your devices are being populated with data. You can click the Attributes tab under Device Setup. Here you can select the attributes coming in that you actually want to use in your application, give them friendly names, establish the units that you want to use. If you scroll down, you'll see a Synthetic Attributes section. Here you can use the integrated math functions to create derived attributes that are not in your JSON stream. For example, you could multiply current and voltage to get power. There are a lot of options here, and this is a powerful feature. Once created, these synthetic attributes are just like any other attribute from an application point of view. Once you're done setting all this up, you need to click Debug so the system can validate what you have done. Once the debug is running, you can quit that and click Update, and your attributes are all set. The next part is also very cool. Under Operations, click Alarm Config. Here, you create set points or alarm and alert values for your attributes. You can set upper and lower values for their thresholds, and the values that you set here will be reflected in the warning levels of your dashboards automatically, which is very nice. So go from attribute to attribute and configure them according to the warning, minor, major, and critical levels that you'd like to reflect in your application. Once you're happy with the settings of all of these, just click Update. Okay, so now we're getting close to the finish line. The next part is all about configuring actions that are triggered on events for an IoT Action on Event capabilities. So under Operations, click Actions, and then click plus on the top right to add a new event. This is also very intuitive. You can select the type of action you want to create. For example, create an SMS, an email, a remote procedure call, or a webhook, and other actions are coming soon. Then name the action, select the device type that you're targeting, add a control image, again, making your application look powerful, and then set the action that you actually want to set. In this particular case, I'm sending a JSON-based remote procedure call to the device. Once this is all configured, click Update. Next, we add events. Under Operations, click Events, then add a new event by clicking on the plus to the upper right. Next, we add events. Under Operations, just click Events, and then add a new event by clicking on the plus up to the top right. This is intuitive too. On the left, you just select the device type for the event, the device group, name the event, describe it, and exclude any devices you may want to exclude, usually none. Then on the right, you can build a combinational set of logic for when your event should trigger. This example will trigger when oil pressure is either too high or too low. Scrolling down, you have options to control the event from firing overly often, and you can set what makes sense for your application. How many times should this series of events occur before you fire, and then how often do you want to fire? Scrolling further down, you can select the type of action to apply when the event occurs. Here, I set a control or remote procedure call called emergency off, which tells the remote generator to power down. Once you're happy, click Update. Also under Operations is Reports. Just click the plus again up to the top right to create a new report. To build a report, just click through the different fields for the type of report you want to build and set any automation that you want for the report. The reports can either be manually generated ad hoc or programmed for regular generation and delivery. Once you're happy with this, click Save. Okay, the last piece is to configure our monitoring dashboards. We get to that by going to the Dashboard section and clicking the device list. But as you can see, the application is already coming together, as a lot of these dashboards have already been populated with the configuration work that we just did. So on this page, find the device that you want to configure and click it. In this case, we'll click Backup Generator 1. This takes you to the device overview page, already auto-populated and looking pretty cool with the populated images that you put in place as you went along. On this page, click the Monitoring tab up on top. Once on this page, it'll be blank to start. This particular page has already been partially populated, but just click plus to add a new dashboard to this section. Once you've done that, you'll see an empty dashboard section down below. Just click on the dashboard configuration element to set that up. This takes you to an interactive form where you can label the dashboard component, select the attribute you want to track, and set the limits for the time series and gauges for this dashboard element. Once you're done, click Save, and then repeat this for all the attributes that you want to be able to drill down into on your monitoring dashboard. And that's it. Our configuration, our 10 steps, are now complete. Now we have a full set of IoT dashboards auto-populated for our application. So let's take a look at what's been created here and take a tour through the dashboards and application that's been created with this click to configure no-code process. First, we have the device list view. Across the top, we've got a summary of all of our devices and their connectivity status. We can also see each device, when it last reported, online-offline status, an alarm indication, and a debug capability to validate the incoming data. This page also has an extensive search capability, which is really handy when you have a lot of devices. You can search by device, device type, group, tag, or by device status. This is a great top-level device management page. Clicking on any of these devices then takes you to the drill-down page for that particular device. This geofencing view provides similar capabilities, but also shows the devices as they're located on a map. Should you need this as a floor plan, this will be something available in a near-term Flex83 upgrade as well. For any of these devices, you can click on it, see its summary status, and then click See More to go to the device drill downs. So let's do that now. So this is the top-level view for a device. The device setup details are all there, and you can take a look at device telemetry data from here as well and pop up a time series graph for each telemetry information that contains that data. A weather map for that location is provided. The existing device controls are provided to enable remote control of your devices, and the device connectivity map is provided as well. Across the top, we have a further drill down set of tabs to take a deeper look at our devices. Clicking the Monitor tab takes us to this page, where we set up the time series and gauges for the different device attributes earlier. On the left, you can also overlay analytic functions like min, max, variance, rate of change, and more to superimpose across the graph. Clicking on the Insights tab, you can create a multi-line chart to overlay related attributes to examine interrelationships between the values. For example, if you have noticed an anomaly on, say, current, you could look at the voltage, RPMs, engine temperature, etc. to correlate the overcurrent instance to these other factors. You can show, hide these, or zoom in, zoom out to get a clearer understanding of the relationships between the telemetry and attributes that you're tracking. On this Aggregates dashboard, you see a breakdown of where all of your alerts or alarms are coming from, and you can filter into a particular set of devices or groups of interest, as well as the time horizons that you may want to look at. This is extremely handy for system management and issue resolution. On the Connections dashboard, you get a great view of the connectivity history of each device so that you can analyze and manage any device connectivity issues. Clicking the Alarms dashboard, you have a filterable, sortable view of all of the alerts and alarms that are being generated. You can also clear alarms or suppress alarms once they've been managed. So you can see what a powerful set of dashboards this no-code click-to-configure process has created. With this, you have a powerful and professional IoT Connect, Monitor, Analyze, and Control IoT application, all in 10 easy steps. And this is a very powerful platform just by itself. Yet, there's a great deal more that you can do with the Flex83 platform. Using our low-code or even roll-up-your-sleeves full-code workflows of Flex83, you can build on this base for far more advanced applications. These workflows are powerful and intuitive as well. And if needed, to speed you on your way to using all of this power, you can leverage our expert services team on demand. Flex83 has been designed from the ground up to dramatically reduce the cost, risk, and time to market to create powerful IoT applications, and to offer our customers with a continuum of value, all from a single platform. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration and that you see the power of this path to immediate impact. With 10 easy steps, you can build a powerful IoT Connect, Monitor, Analyze, and Manage application. So give us a ring, sign up for a free 30-day trial, or reach out for a demonstration. We look forward to getting you up and running fast with Flex83.